It's Sunday, February 27th here at the West End Gun Club. It's about 15 minutes before 6. I'm out here to get set up for the February 2022 NRL22 match we're running today. It is fourth Sunday of the month. And it's a little breezy outside. About 10 mile an hour winds right now, at least. I looked at the weather report because yesterday was supposed to be a high wind warning. And if there's a high wind warning one day, it's going to be kind of breezy the next, and it is a little breezy, but nowhere near as windy as last month's match. If you saw that match range vlog, that was pretty windy. We were hitting well over 30, I would say, gusts. And the scores reflected that. I think we're shooting 50% of max score, max point value, so it shows you how bad that wind was. But today, here we're going to be shooting the standard 100-yard max course of fire, or option 1 of the NRL22 course of fire. So the winds today shouldn't be that bad. You should be able to deal with it. I think most of the targets are pretty generous. I think we might have one KYL target, quarter inch, half inch at 50. Can't recall. We got one small target. But at close range with these winds, you should be able to account for it. It's not too bad. But hopefully it should let up. I looked at the hourly reports, and I think it's going to be maybe topping around 13 to 15 mile an hour gusts. So we should be okay, I think. It's just a little cold right now if you're out there in the wind. It is before dawn. And since we shoot in the shade, it is going to be kind of cold with that wind chill factor. Anyway, let me go ahead and get all these targets brought out, get set up, and then we'll be ready before people arrive. Done setting up, although I need to put out some zeroing targets for the zeroing period. But there's not many props to set up, just the barrel, 2 cinder blocks, the ladder, and the bucket. I don't have to bust out the tank trap or the rooftop, so it saves me carrying those things around. We do have quite a few targets, but it seems like it was pretty quick setup. Although the rain did wash out some of my, because if you recall from my walkthroughs, I'll usually paint the target placement areas so that on match day I just drop it where there's paint marks. And when it rained a couple weeks ago, I guess it washed out a couple of them, like on the lower berms, but I was able to figure it out, and then I had just rearrange everything, and I got it where it needs to be set up. But I'm gonna go ahead and get those zeroing targets set up, bust out some of my gear, and then we'll just sit around waiting for everyone else to show up.
During the magazine change or when changing positions during the stage of fire, shooter will keep the finger off the trigger and outside the trigger guard. When changing positions during the stage of fire, the bolt must be in the open position with an empty chamber, and the shooter can close the bolt when a new position is established and the shooter is on target. Yes, I do.
Shooter's ready. Stand by.
I don't think there's a rule against it. You can either be laying down or sitting down.
I'm gonna use the bump pedal. I'm gonna do laying down.
Impact.
And then I'm gonna go
Impact. Impact. Impact.
20 seconds to figure out how to shoot.
Impact. 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 Impact.
Impact.
Yep, then you must.
Impact.
Impact. Impact. Shooter attack course fire. Shooters ready. Stand by. I think the flags are all fooling you. I think for whatever reason the wind basically cancels itself out. Back.
Do you have another mag?
Yeah. And back.
Yeah, because there's one stage with 12 rounds.
The next one. And back. Back. Same spot. And back.
I wouldn't worry about loading too many. Start shooting.
And back. Impact. Drop 3. Drop 3, 7. Shooter ready? Stand by. Jose losing to himself already.
I did that yesterday.
You shoot Burbank yesterday, Pat?
No, I was here.
Oh, I see. What match you shoot here?
Aaron had a little PBR. But I was
Oh.
doing good at first, man. I was
Impact.
kicking his butt. And his damn
I didn't know they had a precision match here. I was here shooting 3-gun yesterday.
Yeah, we were up the hill.
Yeah, we were shooting the 3-gun in the bays behind.
Yeah.
Impact. Impact.
Oh man, this bag's too hot.
Impact. 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 Where's the win when you need to win? Come on. That's a wrong side up, buddy. Bucket.
Call.
We could have just DQ'd him. I think that would have been better. Cheating the stage.
Oh, speaking of Mr. Cole. Come on, Jose, don't take that.
Oh, come on. Impact. There you go. Impact. 92 seconds, last shot.
I'm not gonna make it. Fuck, the bag was too hot.
Impact.
What was my last shot, Mark?
106. Impact. Impact. Nice. 118 was our last shot. Ready?
Yep.
Stand by. I always find it funny when someone say they're ready and the timer goes off and they're like, oh, I forgot my magazine. I tried.
I think you're hit time.
Impact.
Well,
Impact.
I think, Aaron, correct me if I'm wrong. We're supposed to time elapse,
subtracted from 120.
center of the time.
The center of the time? It does the math for you?
I gotta get a 0 stop.
I don't know.
And back.
No, they figured that out. They asked for it.
Oh, my hold was wrong. Damn it.
You got nice dials on a 0 comp. You should use it. And back.
Yeah, you're next.
Classic Mark.
True, that's true. Okay. I thought that was
Make sure you
Oh, hell no.
Yo, it's not moving. Because it's been moving everywhere. Ready? When you go in,
Yes.
stand by. Because he was hitting a lot of people hit their scopes up.
And back.
Pull it out. Try and keep your bag
And back.
right as you move it. Correct. As you move it.
And back.
Drop.
Shooter's ready. Stand by. I think $800 for us. I never leave. Hey, we're using my test room.
Right.
So do all these cool things, but the glass is just nowhere.
Yeah, I mean, that's incredible. This is, it's so nice.
You don't have to do it.
Oh, okay.
You don't have to.
You really don't need a laser rangefinder, but I like to range every target I shoot.
Yeah, you do.
Not much?
So that's why
the
I
swirling wind was canceling it.
back to the 100.
Oh my god.
Now the swirling wind is swirling this way and it's like accelerating in the tunnel.
But like with these, I can see like each individual pink dot on a target. You know.
Right. Yeah.
Impact. One more. Impact. Back to the bottom on the 50. Back to the 100.
I know why
No,
it's
there's
moving that
something.
way.
Impact. Impact. Back to the 50.
That's an interesting wind call there.
Impact. Up. Back to the 100. Impact. Impact. I think you're out.
Yep.
That's wild.
So I got you for 6 at the 100 and 1 on the 50.
That thing was breaking right quite a bit.
It looked right to me, but it's hard to tell.
No,
from
it's
the
going right.
I held straight up. Oh, field matches too, like hockey dynamics, where you have to hike. So you have to hike 12 miles to get over here. So it's a trail.
Yeah.
So just thanks for everyone showing up. Hopefully everyone had a good time and learned some stuff. Wind was okay. Not as bad as last month, of course. So if you shot last month, you understand that this is nothing.
Yeah.
For the sake of time, we have 15 total shooters. No incidents today. I'll go and do some top 5. Well, I'll do top 6. So I have to do top 6. Top 6, 6th place overall. First base class is Ethan Carroll, 370.56. 5th place overall is Anthony Shaw, first time shooting here. 5th place, 5th open at 398.74. Good shooting. 4th place overall is myself with a 414.94. 4th open. 3rd place overall, 3rd open is Jose Mamangan, 417.22. 2nd place overall, 2nd open is Lou Smith, 418.75. And then that's 1st place, 1st open, Mark Blue, 462.87. Good shooting, Mark. Any words? No?
Wind was nice.
Quiet.
Wind was nice.
The smallest group that I've had. and I'm grabbing my sandbag, if I'm like pushing the sandbag a little bit one way, I've noticed that.
It's just after 1,300 hours, we're all done. Everyone's gone, cleaned up. I was stuck around for about 45 minutes. We actually ended a little bit after 12, but one of the competitors offered to do a little bit of coaching and instruction after the match, so we did that. They didn't live fire like I thought they were, but basically just showing positional type stuff and just kind of going through all the fundamentals, which you could do in dry fire. Anyway, it was a good match. I dropped a few points. The wind caught me in a couple times. There were some weird wind calls on the last stage that I jacked up shooting from the sports side. It is what it is. Dropped some unnecessary rounds and points rather, because that was a 10-8 stage where it's like if you miss, you shoot at another target and for only 8 points. So not only do you miss a 10-pointer, but for the successive hits, you're losing 4 points total because you have to hit the 8-pointer twice before you can shoot the 10 again. So you're basically losing 14 points on a miss, which does add up. Anyway, the first stage of the day was really simple. That was the bonus stage, and clean that one with like 50 seconds elapsed. That was really easy. But it's a good warm-up stage. It's always nice to start off your match with a good warm-up stage where you clean it, or at least close to a clean. But yeah, today was a good day. I mean, wind aside, it's like I said, if you shoot a heavier wind than this feels like nothing. Last month's match, it's great. Even though it was frustrating to shoot in 35-mile-an-hour winds with rimfire at 300 yards, it makes everything less feel much better. So it's a great way to kind of condition yourself to 15-mile-an-hour wind conditions, which are kind of heavy for 22, but at the same time, if you're shooting faster winds, this doesn't feel too bad. Anyway, outside of that, not much else to say. We had a couple new faces. One person, first time shooting NRL22, fifth place overall. Great score, great shooting. Hope he comes out again. Our next match will be whatever the 4th Sunday in March is going to be. I don't know the date off the top of my head, but the March Course of Fire is already out, so download that. Hopefully I can do the run through next Wednesday. I have the day off, but incidentally that's Ash Wednesday, so I will be going to Mass on Wednesday, so depending on when Mass is going to be, I'll be out. I try to get to the range and try to do the run through of the Course of Fire. And one other, just a little tip, somebody left another piece of equipment here today. I always do a walkthrough like 2 or 3 times before I leave to make sure there's any equipment that's left behind, that I grab it and store it in the container. But this person put their name on, so I'm going to email that person who left their bag. Hey, you left your bag, I have it in storage, just come and get it in the next match. But it's always a good idea to put your name on your stuff. Everyone asks, what's OCAB? Why is that on your gear or your rifle or your magazines or whatever? And it's like, well, that's my last name, right? People are like, well, why do you put your name on there? For times like this, right? Especially at a shooting match where everyone has similar gear. Especially we got shooting bags, like the ever popular Armageddon gear / Reserve Position Game Changer. Like these are so ubiquitous, everyone has these. So it's always a good idea to put your name on stuff just so you differentiate your stuff from someone else's, because I have a Schmedium bag and somebody else has a Schmedium bag of the same color, same weight. So it's put your name on it, you can identify it easily. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and clear out of here. I got to drop off my paperwork at the range officer's desk, and then make my way home and then cut this vlog. Thanks for watching. Today is February 27th, Sunday here at the West End Gun Club. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next vlog.